good. All right, we're live. Do a tweet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time once again. It's time for the Gravy Gang Guild Gravy Show secret meeting.
It's very secret.
It's a secret meeting.
So Euclid, was that your cassette recorder you had playing there? What's going on?
That, sir, is... No, listen, I don't even know how I came across that.
It sounds like Stranger Things.
Yeah, so on YouTube, I don't even know how I found it, but I put it in the description of what that is. It's like this really cool, like, retro synthesizer. This guy who, like, restores these old retro synthesizers. Oh, yeah? And, yeah, I should look up to see so I can tell you. But anyway, yeah,
it's nice though. I like it. I like the song.
Yeah, it's real spacey and it goes really well with gravy. I don't know if you know
space gravy.
Yeah,
space gravy. That's
today on the show we have General Fault. He is a very well-known character in the the Gala Discord. He's always in there, and yeah. So
Sandbox as well. So I moderate with the Sandbox.
Oh, okay.
With Pixel. Yep.
Cool.
Between both. Yep.
I was gonna ask you. Let me turn off the music.
Well, it's setting the mood. Yeah. I mean, it's good in the background. Okay. Actually.
So I noticed. Do you want me to play it low in the background?
Maybe.
Okay.
It was good. It was,
This is something else. Listen to this one.
background music.
Setting the mood.
I'll play this other one.
The gravy mood.
Okay. So I was gonna ask. I noticed on the Gala website, the developer is Sandbox for like Mirandus and I think TownStar.
Yeah.
Is that the same Sandbox as?
No, it's different. So there is a group called I believe it's Michael McCarthy was part of his own company before Gala called Sandbox Games.
Oh, okay.
And Gala is kind of like an umbrella company that it kind of partners with other game companies. So he was the first game company that came under the Gala umbrella, which is confusing because people go there and they're like, okay, we see Gala and we see Sandbox, which is it, right?
Right.
Well, it's the Sandbox who's developing the game, but Gala is the parent company, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's kind of like that. And it's a little confusing because there is also the Sandbox,
right?
The between it. And that's by Pixel. And, and so they're actually creating a whole voxel metaverse there, of course, with their own game maker, vox editor, their game making tools.
Mm-hmm.
You program and build your own games, kind of like Roblox, on steroids.
Okay, because I wasn't sure because there's there's a token there. There's Jason. Hey, Jason.
Hey.
Hey.
Up.
How you doing, man?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Oh, I'm tired.
You sound so tired.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Hey, that's how we can milk the more information out of you, right there.
milk the gravy from Bitbender.
Well, they say when you're tired, it's like being drunk.
You know what's throwing me off is we usually do this at night, and it is 7 o'clock, and it is not night. Like I'm looking outside, and it's still daylight.
The time change.
This is throwing me off completely.
Just put a blanket over your head.
Yeah,
I could do that. I could put a blanket over his head.
Turn the lights off.
Time for a pillow fort.
Oh, there you go.
We would lose you in like a minute, Bitbender. You would be out if you had a pillow fort.
No, seriously, if like when I was a kid, I used to make a fort out of couch cushions, right?
Yes.
Blankets and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was always the best place to like go and fall asleep.
Yeah.
And if I would totally do that right now. I'd be like drooling on the carpet. It'd be cool.
Well, you know, the audio would be good in a fort. It would block all that background noise.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously.
My kid loves to make forts, but he's not very great at it. Like his forts, they're so bad. They're so bad.
Yeah, so many ways for the enemy to infiltrate.
Why do your forts suck? Why? Okay.
Yeah.
This sounds like
Go to your room. You're not
a
going to
learning opportunity.
It is, yeah. You know, but he doesn't. He's stubborn, so he doesn't, you know, like to learn from me very well. You know, it's like he'll kind of listen, but he acts like he's not, and then he probably does it afterwards. So I guess it works, but yeah.
Yeah,
it sounds like me when my wife asked me to do stuff.
It's probably exactly like that.
Yeah, I thought you were listening. Probably, maybe not.
We were talking
Only
to,
half of it.
Do I call you Mr. General Fault, or how do I address, like, or just the general, or what's the?
I'll accept the general. Sometimes God, whichever way.
The
general works.
Okay.
General works.
So we were talking to the general about. I was kind of confused.
Just call me whatever.
Okay.
I'll respond.
I was kind of confused about how the sandbox thing worked, because I was mentioning that the general is, you know, well known in the Gala Discord, and he mentioned also that he's part of the sandbox. Or
sandbox.
Yeah, and I was kind of confused on what the whole, like, because I know there's a token called Sand, and I think he was saying that's different. That's a different company.
Yeah.
So we were sort of going over that stuff.
That's right. So Sand token's ERC20. Gala is also ERC20, and of course, I was trying to, and Bitbender, I was just telling them that there seemed to be a little confusion, but the sandbox with Michael McCarthy, I believe, is his company, right? And it was Sandbox Games versus the Sandbox, which is by Pixel, and that's a separate company. Yeah,
correct.
Right. So basically, the Sandbox has nothing to do with Gala, right?
With Sandbox Games is separate. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, because I'm seeing, like, on Twitter, there's some company called the Sandbox or something, and there's a token, whatever. So, and then I saw Sandbox was the developer of some of the Gala games. I was like, whoa, is that the same company? But no, it's not. Okay, just wanted to clarify.
The difference is the word "the," right? Sandbox Games versus the Sandbox.
Okay.
So that's the main distinction there.
Now we got that clear.
Those articles will get you every time.
Yes. Very important.
Yeah. Because just a full what's the word transparency here, I went and bought a little bit of the Sandbox token because I saw Sandbox was the developer of Mirandus. I'm like, holy shit! If those guys have anything to do with this, I got to get in.
They got you,
and they fucked me over, man. I feel wronged.
They are partnered with Atari and Square Enix as well right now. So
they're Sandbox.
And they are partners of Gala, by the way. They're partners.
Yeah,
okay.
We get along.
You play well together in the Sandbox.
Yeah, we do. Yes. It was founded by Sebastian Borget,
right.
I believe you'd say his name.
Uh-huh.
Or Borget, depending on whether you're refined or not, I suppose.
Right.
Go shopping at Target.
Yes, Target.
And they're pretty cool. They're very sort of build your own game sort of focused, where you can buy some land and you can go build your own things, stuff.
Okay.
They're cool.
I just wanted clarification. So noted that they're not. It's not the same. Okay. All right. I get that now.
But affiliated-ish.
But
right?
somewhat. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, we would know each other past each other.
Okay. You guys wouldn't start fighting immediately. Like if Gala and the Sandbox were like at like a conference. And you guys locked eyes from across the room.
It wouldn't be like West Side Story.
It wouldn't be like West Side Story, and there'd be snapping.
There would be no dancing and no car race.
Okay,
that would really be good, though, if there was all of a sudden a spontaneous dancing and snapping.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to Chris.
You guys ever noticed what part of your hand makes the noise when you snap?
Yeah,
It's the palm.
the thumb bottom.
Or yeah, the bottom of your thumb snapping.
The thumb butt.
There he is. There's Gala the kid. Hey, sir.
Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Oh, your mic sounds good.
You said
Thanks, man. I got my kettle going though, so I'm just gonna mute for a little bit.
Okay. Got the
the
kettle.
kettle.
It's got the kettle going. I think that's Australian speak. Yeah.
Is he?
Huh?
Is it a kettle for tea or coffee?
I think that's Australian speak for coffee.
Yeah.
Kettle. I don't know.
I think it's the pot that the water is boiled.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is technically the kettle.
Like a teapot.
Yeah.
And you can do other things with it.
Like make gravy.
Maybe.
Kind of do that. That's a terrible.
Oh,
Like that's awful. Why would you do that?
And why would you put kettle in a teapot?
A gravy kettle. You've never heard of it? You can just pour it right out of it. It's like a gravy boat and kettle all in one. Why not?
Isn't it called a gravy bowl?
Can we just get one of those filled with nacho cheese? I think
Yes.
everybody can
That's
that's
it.
the correct usage for any sort of vessel.
That's it.
Cheese gravy.
okay. So I have an idea.
Hit me, Yuki. What you got?
Tamara and I, we're land dealers and we're prospectors. Is that a good word? In the Mirandus land deed space a little bit, not
Collectors
not
of
huge,
lands.
but we do have some, and we're trying to do some flipping and trading around and stuff. So we actually just purchased a what is that thing called? Not the thing up from the homestead. What's the next thing up? Outpost.
Oh, outpost.
Yeah.
Outpost.
Yes. We purchased an outpost, right? So the deal was like a while back we also bought some homesteads, and I was like, man, it would be really cool to just be able to like trade like 3 homesteads for an outpost.
What would be really cool is to keep them all.
Obviously that would be really cool too, and we might end up doing that. But,
I hope so.
So I was like, I think General Fault is like a fucking like whale when it comes to like outposts and all
Almost spit
kinds
out my coffee.
of like land
I've
deeds.
only got like 7 of them.
Oh, so I was like, I wonder.
Let him think big of you.
So we went ahead and bought the outpost because we didn't want to miss out, right? But now I've got 3 of the homesteads for sale up on OpenSea right now.
Right.
Now I was like, man, I wonder if I should like DM General Fault and be like, yo, do you want to just straight up trade me like 3 homesteads for for like an outpost? And I thought, that might be a little awkward and weird, but you know what would be cool?
Wait, what has ever stopped you from being awkward and weird before?
I don't know, honey. Some things, whatever.
Okay.
But I was like, you know what? And you guys might even have this. I haven't looked, but I should probably do the research. But what if you guys in Gala, Jason, had like a trusted trading area, like people that, you know what I mean, like where you can trade, but they're people that like kind of are already established a little bit of.
We used to do that.
Yeah, we do have it.
We actually-
VIP trader area I set up. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry,
cool.
go ahead.
Yeah, no. You, to be completely honest, spend way more time in the Discord than I have. So,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. What happened was I realized that we needed to have more trusted people that we trade with, and so I was speaking with the Gala team. They approved it, and I went ahead and created a VIP trader lounge area. But because of legal reasons, we do have to be careful. Because when you are tagging somebody as VIP and they end up scamming somebody else, it's like we're endorsing them.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
So it's been a bit of an issue, and I think we had a VIP trader role as well, which I think
we don't have it.
I think is taken it away now.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe Jason can comment on that, where the state of that is from the Gala perspective.
The thing is we basically would like to allow that to happen in civilized fashion if possible. We don't want to be sort of the arbiters of truth for anything. We'd rather let kind of sort it out outside
Mm-hmm.
Right.
of our. And there's tons. I mean, you guys could set something here where it's like you bet it, prove, everybody likes you, but that's not something
Why is he cutting out? Do you hear that?
You're cutting out a little bit, Jason, but I got the gist.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes, there we go.
Sorry, I was like, okay. To be completely frank, I'm like laid back in my chair right now, trying not to die.
I was gonna guess you were in your pillow fort.
So freaking! I
Live in the dream.
Pillow fort. I wish I was in a pillow fort. My microphone is not pointed directly at me.
Get you one of those headset mic things, like for times when you want to be in the pillow fort. You know
He
what I mean?
has to
Like,
have one of those.
like a little, you know.
I do. It's just not. So that's the downside with having all of this audio crap strapped to my computer. The moment I want to change one thing, it becomes this arduous journey of adventure to attempt to figure out exactly how to get the audio to come out of the right headset.
Tell me about it. Yes, I know. It's ridiculous. You like sometimes I have such a crazy setup with so many different things and everything has to work perfectly. And like I've taken pictures of my settings because if all of a sudden it didn't work, I wouldn't know how to make it work again. It's like the last,
right. The only reason you got it to work is because you spent 8 hours fiddling things. And you changed something from 44,000 megahertz to 48,000 megahertz, which now magically works until the next update when everything breaks and you have to do it all.
Like an hour before we were about to do a conference, cover I think it was the DigiCon.
I think so, yeah.
An hour before, after the Windows update, I turned on my computer and nothing worked. And I'm like, I'm not getting audio.
We had the power outage, so the power went out. So
well, the Windows update, the last one, like totally screwed up all my audio settings, and it took me like, and I'm like, oh shit, we're about to be an hour before we go live and cover this thing, and nothing's working. So somehow we got it working, but. I hear you about the trading thing. Like I get it now because it's like you guys, what would you even benefit? Like really, by setting up some kind of trusted trading thing? It's not like, you know, but I see where you could definitely get in trouble because like you said, if someone's like, hey, you said this guy was trusted and he, you know, scammed me, which brings me to the point, Jason, when I showed you that, and people need to realize you got to be really careful when you're buying stuff on OpenSea. That you're getting the real thing. I did a search for homesteads and I'm like, whoa, this one's like a good, like, oh, I don't know, 10% cheaper than the other ones. And then I looked and realized that it was totally a knockoff, like a scam.
How could you tell? How did you tell? What was the giveaway that it was a scam?
Mirandus like check mark. If you don't, it said Mirandus, but it wasn't the, you know, anybody could go in there and create an account really quick and call themselves like, Mirandus, I want to say is what it said up there, but you know, up on the thing it says like a check mark, like it's like, and I noticed it wasn't with all the other ones. So like all the other homesteads have like there's like 20 of them for sale or something at any one time, or 10. There was only this one by itself, and I'm like, something seems odd here. And yeah, it was totally like someone just, it was fake. It was a bootleg, worthless. You know, you're going to pay whatever it is, almost like a 1F now for a homestead, and realize that it's bootleg and it's worthless. So you make sure when you buy something, double, triple check that you're buying it, you know, from the legit.
So Gala's getting that a lot lately because I know something just happened with your Telegram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we ended up shutting the Telegram down. I mean, turned off the ability for people to post comments because it was copied. People were making actual copies of the entire Telegram complete with people that looked like our moderators, and you know there was a fake Bitbender and all of that.
I think I was there too. I was actually a bit flattered.
I heard I was too.
And there's nothing like I was never in the group. I didn't even ever have access to it. You know, it is what it is.
So for people don't know what we're talking about, what happens is, you know, a lot of projects have Telegram groups, as Gala did, and
still does, but yeah,
still does. Okay, but anyway, so one day I opened Telegram and I see I'm in Go Gala Games Telegram, like a group there. I mean, what looks like the Gala Telegram,
right? But
there's a message pinned from Jason Bitbender that says, "Hey guys, we are doing a give back to the community. Send, I think it was like 20,000 Gala tokens to this address, and we're going to give you back, whatever, double or triple, which is
just to be very clear, that was not actually me.
Right, I was going to say that.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't clarify. That was not. It was a fake. It was a scam, and that's what they do. They. So what happened? And for a split second, I'm like, "Whoa, what's going on?" They're doing some kind of airdrop thing or something. This is interesting. But then, obviously, like common sense tells you, no one's gonna. It's the whole like send 1 ETH and you'll get 3 ETH back thing. Well, guess what? You're not going to get anything back.
The problem is that not everyone in the Gala Telegram is like crypto people. There's a lot of gaming people that isn't common sense for them.
Right.
So that's a big deal.
And it looked very legit. Like the scammers that created this, the Telegram group had like hundreds of members. So they've already like pre-bought
thousands, like
a shitload of bots, right? And so you see it, and it's a complete duplicate of the legitimate Gala Telegram. And it looks real. And if you're not extra careful and diligent, and that's my point, is you've got to be careful. It's up to you to make sure you're not, you're not getting scammed, because it's constant and it's prevalent. And you've got to really be careful. And just because it says Gala or Mirandus or what, it doesn't. You got to really double check and make sure.
But props to Gala for shutting that down right away and taking care of that. Pretty much.
Yeah, we really don't want to shut down the Telegram, but we really didn't have an option, because there's no other way that we can kind of keep that from happening.
Doesn't that suck?
Yeah. And I think he sent the Gala horde after Twitter to
after Telegram, but to no avail. They're like, meh, whatever.
Well, it's like Twitter. So I'll
stay on Discord then.
At any one time, at least once a week, I have someone DMing me saying, "Hey, you've got an imposter account," and I'm like, at this point, I'm literally sick of like tweeting out, "Hey, I've got another imposter." It's a very common thing on Twitter and Telegram and these things where people just straight up copy
Instagram.
They make a duplicate account, okay, and then they slide into people's DMs as you. And they're like, "Hey, how's your trading going? Are you interested? Let me teach you how." And then it's a whole scam. But there's nothing, because in crypto we're not like, I'm not on there as myself, like my real me, so I can't like get verified, and I can't prove that I'm Crypto Euclid. I'm sorry, there's just no way. I don't have any sort of documentation that says I'm Crypto Euclid, other than I own the webpage and all that shit, and I've been doing it for 3 years. But so it's kind of a weird situation where you just have to, like, I don't know, and it's really bad, especially in the crypto scene. A lot of these copycat imposter motherfuckers.
Wow.
Right, Anton? Right, Gala the Kid?
Yep, I agree, man.
Doesn't it make you angry?
And the main well, the main thing that threw me off with the Telegram when I seen it is actually that they had 1,500 more followers than the actual the Gala Telegram.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, they've gone up a lot quick. And then I was looking at the posts, and the way that they were writing with using Bitbender's name was a little bit off. And then, it was obviously a scam anyway, because it was like send 50,000 Gala and then receive 300,000 back.
Yeah.
So just general crypto scam.
Obviously, it's profitable and it works because it's just constant. It's constantly on Twitter. I get a DM and it always starts the same way. Hi, and then you say hi.
Hi.
And, yeah.
Do you like crypto?
Right.
Are you interested in crypto?
Yes.
Do you trade?
I had it was a woman who was like in her 60s. That was the account. It was like Miss, God, I can't remember. But anyway, it was like Miss Ellis or something. And she's like literally, and I'm like, I'm trying to play along because I'm just bored at the time. And I'm like, give me some kind of proof that you're not going to scam me. So if I send you a Bitcoin, and they're like, I can guarantee you like 3 Bitcoin a week if you send me, what you want to invest. And they literally sent a picture of like an old lady standing next to a Photoshop sign that says Miss Ellis, made me rich with Bitcoin. And it's like this Photoshop looking sign. And it's like, that was a testimonial. But people fall for it because they're doing it constantly. So there has to be money there being made.
Yeah. That's right.
Right.
I feel like Bitbender was about to say
Yeah.
something, but you just went on a tangent.
Yeah.
I do that.
I know.
No. It's completely good. I've got like 3 other conversations going right now too. We're trying to get the team to do some stuff. But anyway, I actually had a really interesting talk one day with a guy who his job is basically he does academic studies on like scams like this.
Right.
And you know how you get those scam emails and it's like, okay, well, you're a Nigerian prince and you know, you have all of this money, and then they like the thing that they send you always looks like so laughably embarrassingly awful, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That is intentional.
Yeah.
Okay?
I've heard that.
Because every time you work with a scammer, every time you talk to a scammer, you cost them money.
Yep.
So what they have to do is they have to make stuff that looks so awful that nobody but the most absolutely gullible people will believe it.
Right.
You know, and a lot of these crypto scams work like that as well. Like, you know, if you really think Elon is going to be sending out, you know, Ethereum for every 1 Ethereum you send to this place,
Right.
you're kind of asking for it. I mean, you know, it's a completely ridiculous, you know, thing to think.
It's a lesson to be learned, right? I mean, then you never do that again.
Yeah.
You would think.
You would think.
You would think.
Man, Elon, I've sent him Ethereum 5 times and he's never once sent me any back.
It's probably just an oversight.
Oh yeah, he's probably just busy.
Extremely.
Well, he is a busy guy, you know. It's very normal.
He'll get back to me later.
Yeah, if I send it one more time.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying
Always hoping, always believing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little bit of
belief
in something.
I read that too, how they basically they're trying to weed out anyone that's slightly intelligent. So like that's why they leave like the bad spelling mistakes, and it's just like the more ridiculous the better, because anybody with any sort of common sense would know that this is, and they don't want those people. They want to rule those people out. So yeah, it's just crazy. And I don't, you know, I'm trying to find this thing. Nina FX Trader was her name. And I'm like, she goes, send me your, it always starts like this. Hi. So if I'm bored, I'll go, okay, this is how I respond every time. I say, send me your Bitcoin address and I'll send you all my Bitcoins. Right? Let's just get right to it, because that's what you're after. And if they still respond after that, like not know that I'm on to you guys, I'm not an idiot. Their response is, you can invest your Bitcoin. Investing 1 Bitcoin can give you up to 5 Bitcoin weekly. Now this is Nina FX Trader, and I'm trying to sell them
Sounds like a great deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, this is what you do. You flip it on them. So I said, if you buy one of my NFTs, I'll invest. And they weren't
playing?
No. So they just kept going, and you know, it's like but people must be sending money to these people, because like I said, it's constant and it never ends. So there's obviously, you know, money there to be made. There's, you know, plenty of money to be made. And people are doing it. Oh, here's the testimonial. These let me I'm gonna copy this and post it, and the thing is so fucking funny. This is the testimonial. So I go, I'm basically like, yeah, what can you tell me to like kind of make me feel good? You know, how can you make me feel a little bit more confident about this, and I'm not going to get scammed? And they replied with the testimonial. You see the old lady. I don't know if you guys can see in the broadcast chat.
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
These are the testimonials of people I introduced into Bitcoin. It's like this old lady, you know, Miss Nina has changed my life. I just withdrawn 70,000 from Bitcoin investment. But I mean, maybe there's old people on
legit. Looks totally legit.
After that, I'm like, let's do this. Like, let's do it. I'm sold, is what I say. And they say Bitcoin is the best investment. And then I try to do a Zoom call right there in the DM, and it's like, at this point, you guys have to know I'm just fucking with you. But they're persistent, because
They keep going, man.
I'm like, hold on, let me start a Zoom call in here. I'll send you over all my Bitcoins. Can you see me, Nina? And I posted a little picture of like this goofy looking guy, but they still don't stop, and they keep trying to like scam me. But apparently people are doing it and getting scammed because it's constant. And if there wasn't money to be made, they wouldn't keep doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously.
Lupe says if you scam, you is know a man, and that's very true, Lupe.
Yeah, they say the same thing with the email scams there for a while too. I mean, it's the same thing there. I mean, it's since for years, it's always been, sending out, broadcasting a lot of emails that are very obviously like the stupidest things you've ever seen. and it, honestly, I always shake my head, like even back when the very first one I ever saw in my life, when I saw them, it was so obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking like, who would fall for these,
But
and
people
obviously
do.
people, right? Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't do it, right? And it's just mind-boggling. But
Hey guys, I gotta hop off because I have to go to another thing. But you guys rock.
I'll hold the fort.
You
The
hold
pillow-
fort.
the pillow
You on.
fort.
Rock on with
I'll try not
your
to
bad
promise too
crazy
much
self.
stuff.
Good talking to
Thanks
you,
for
Jason.
stopping by, Jason. We'll talk later.
Yeah, if they say they're take care of it.
Gotcha, man.
So, how's the kettle going, Gala? The kid?
Yeah, it's good, man. I made myself a coffee, so I'm chilling now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were wondering, is it tea, coffee, or gravy that you're brewing in your kettle?
Yeah. What are you brewing in that kettle?
He already answered.
Just a coffee with a few drops of gravy.
Oh, good.
You put your gravy granules in your coffee? That's smart.
Gravy granules. What are we talking? Powdered gravy here?
The granules are for the rich people, man. I just use the powder.
Isn't granules just powder but compressed together?
I would
Pretty much, but
Okay.
you pay extra, man.
argue that the canned gravy is for the rich folk.
Oh.
The quality canned gravy.
Well, you don't want to put canned gravy in your coffee.
No, that's true. That's a good point.
Well, it's the difference, man. Like if you get the generic, all it says is just gravy. So it's like a mystery pot.
Right.
But if it actually says what it's made of, well, then it's a bit more upper class.
Right. I hear you.
What do you go for?
Probably the beef gravy
Right. Right. But the generic or
or
the
traditional.
right. So okay. So you go right.
Well, it depends how many NFTs I'm buying. Sometimes I can't afford gravy at all.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say milk gravy, but you just went straight.
Nah.
Like all the types of gravy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I wonder if Bitbender listens to the show though after he leaves. That's what I want to know.
He should, because that's when we really start going at it and start talking about him.
There you go.
Didn't he say he was growing a beard
Yeah.
for the
Nimbus.
For Alzheimer's, yes.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I think you should grow his
Yeah.
hair
Sure, go
too.
ahead.
So no, you're good. Yeah. Tell us what that's for. Go ahead.
Yep. The general. Tell
So,
us.
they're in. I think he got cornered with in a meeting at one point, and they wanted to. I think it was Michael McCarthy was there, Bitbender, and a couple others there. I think Price was there, and somebody had cornered him, and I think he said he challenged and said for $100,000, right?
Mhm.
I will. For $100,000, I will, towards, I think it was Alzheimer's research, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. I will grow a beard, which is like and he never expected anybody would actually do that.
Right.
$100,000. He thought he was safe,
Right.
right? And yeah, somebody basically
Wow.
took him up on it.
That's awesome.
And so for 6 months, he has to grow a beard. He calls it the Nimbus beard.
That's cool, though. That's
So
awesome.
no, you should have saw his face though in the video when somebody did that. He was like, "Oh, really, guys? Really?"
That's really cool, though. And it's for like Alzheimer's.
So
Yeah.
for
Charity.
Yeah. I think he said his dad had passed and had that.
Yes.
So yes. So
Well,
that's
that's
by
amazing.
the way, he is doing it. I think I don't know if it's daily or some frequency. He's posting to TikTok, I believe it is. So
Oh.
you can actually Actually, follow him his journey there.
That's cool.
FYI, people.
I saw that. Yeah, he's just getting on every platform now. Like, I don't even know how he's finding the time.
You guys want to mix it up, and let's jump in the main voice lobby channel in here, and open it up to anyone that wants to hop on and chat with us.
Oh wow, that's big.
I don't mind.
All right, let's do it. Let's hop on.
That's a whole new thing.
Everyone go to the main lobby channel.
I'm gonna stay here.
No, you follow me, Tamara.
No, I'm staying here.
Okay. Whoa, I just messed up. I just accidentally did something here. Hello? Okay. Now, if
I can hear.
Okay. If anyone listening to the show right now would like to hop on and Lupe, Senor Lupe, we are in the main lobby area of the Gravy Gang Guild Discord. If you haven't yet joined that Discord, you are welcome to do that. It's very easy. You can go to, what is the link again? gravygang.com.
Okay. Or I think Gala the Kid has it in his Twitter profile.
Yes,
so that's
too.
an option also.
Gravygang.com takes you directly to the Discord. So if you want to talk gravy, and only gravy, maybe we'll be open to other subjects. You are welcome to join us anyway. If you don't, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what were we talking about?
Let's see. Pillow forts, scams.
Oh, Jason's growing a beard.
Right, the Nimbus beard.
Anton's drinking coffee with gravy in it. The general has got a stand-up desk.
Right.
Now, are you actually standing?
And a new PC rig.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
No, I was assembling some stuff here because it's still in the process of being built. I set up some brand new. Everything pretty much is all brand new here. So I set up a mount for my laptop because now I set up a PC. But I wanted to have my laptop off to the side, but I didn't want it taking up desk space. So I set up a stand for that. It just clamps on the edge of the desk. I set up 3 monitors. So I have a mount that clamps on the front of the edge of the desk there to set up 3 monitors. And I got a brand new Be Quiet PC case with a Ryzen Threadripper 32 core and GeForce RTX 3070 Asus. This is the Asus model, so it's
nice.
Pretty, yeah. So, and it's got, what is it, 64 gigs? I think it's 64 gigs of memory, and it's got 3 1 terabyte NVMe drives. So I mean, these things are crazy fast, man. Cool. It's like, yeah, you can probably copy like 3,000 movies a second or something. Like these things are fast.
Okay.
Like we're talking gigs per second. So I haven't really. I've just been recently trying to test its limits this week. So I'm just still in the process of seeing what I can do with it. But I do programming development. I've done some game development in the past, and so I'm trying to get into that more this year, and maybe do some streaming as well. So I have a Twitch account and get back into that. I did some of that last year.
Oh, cool. It just dawned on me, the general, that you sound exactly like John C. Reilly.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And I'm envisioning the movie Step Brothers, and I'm envisioning, you know, the movie.
Who doesn't know that
The
movie?
general, you know the movie, not the Step Brothers, just Step Brothers, 2008. John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell.
I don't think I've seen it.
What?
What? Are you kidding me?
You've never seen it, man. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You're lying.
I'm not that old.
Wait, what?
Oh, come on.
It's 2008.
2008, sir.
What are you, 12?
Okay, you've been given a task. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's probably one of my top 10 favorite comedy movies. It might even be like top 7.
So what was the name of the movie again?
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
It's so funny. It's hilarious.
Right. You know what it could be? I've always been more into sci-fi. Like comedy and drama has not always been my go-to for movies, and that could be why. Yeah. But I see now. I'm looking at the movie poster. I see it, and I think I Yeah, I think I have seen like previews of it, but I don't think I've actually watched it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You've probably at least seen a million gifs of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my favorite movies
You know
of all
what?
time.
For you, I'll watch it, and so next time if I'm on, we'll have some more material to discuss.
Okay.
Aw,
It's
sweet. What's your favorite sci-fi movie?
Oh, Stargate's always been my favorite one. I don't know. You know what? That was one of my first. Like, I remember I went to the theater and I saw Stargate, and I was so captivated by it and then it was a nice open starry night sky. I went outside and I just walked all the way home thinking about how awesome it was. I didn't even bother to take a taxi or anything. It took me like an hour to walk home.
Oh, really?
And I was just thinking about how, because I'm captivated by how, another planet, just another place. It's just the way I like anything that challenges your imagination, right? And I like my imagination being challenged. That's just the way I am, and I find sci-fi fantasy does that, right?
What is your thoughts on the old Doctor Who series?
Oh, I watched every single one.
I love Doctor Who.
Every single one. My sister and her husband have all the Doctor Who memorabilia, model stuff, everything. Yeah, I mean, even when they tweeted their Easter picture, I was like, hey, why wasn't I invited? The TARDIS was invited. It's on your table.
What? Okay,
I was just joking because we have lockdown. So.
I love the old original, old school ones, but I also like the newer ones. Who's your favorite Doctor? I'm going to go ahead and tell you mine is David Tennant. You go. Who's your favorite Doctor?
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I like David Tennant.
He's the best.
Yeah, he was, I was really sad when they changed it, and I was like, man, it just wasn't the same. Yeah. But I still watch it.
Looks like we have
I've never watched it.
Me either.
Okay, you guys, you got to watch. I would say watch all the David Tennant, that
I hear the same thing from a lot of people. Yeah.
But the old original Doctor Who, they're so corny. Like they're like a really corny, but they're so good. I just love them. We have someone here on the show with us. Alpha Perry has joined us. Hello, Alpha Perry. Alpha Perry. Your mic is muted if you wanted to say hello. You just have to unmute. But we're talking about Doctor Who and how great it is. And you're saying, Anton, Gala the Kid, you've never seen Doctor Who?
Nah, I've seen it come on TV a few times, but I've never actually sat down and watched it. It sort of just was a bit too cheesy for me, so I didn't watch it all.
It's very cheesy. It's like you have to know that going in. Alpha Perry says they're just going to remain muted and just listen in. So welcome.
Cool.
So yeah.
So what was your favorite general fault? Was it SG1 or do you like Atlantis better?
That's a really good question. When Atlantis came out, I didn't like the scientists. Was it Rodney? He just pissed me off. I don't know. He was just really arrogant and just, it's stupid. It just he was just a smart guy, but he's just very arrogant. It was overacting, almost like they were trying to overact the scientist role, with him. But everything else was great. Everything else, I kind of really started to like the Atlantis side of things because I liked the idea of an entire water planet with a whole base just sitting on it, and the fact that they were in a completely different galaxy basically meant that the sky's the limits. Any other planet you visit, any other alien species you find, it's literally you could do anything with it, and they did a lot of pretty cool and great things with that. And so I think if you really want your imagination to be, pushed to the limits and, I found it to be even better myself. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a good show. Have you watched it at all, Euclid?
No, that's one I've never really got into. I kind of know what you guys are talking about, but
I started the series.
I never really watched it. When you were saying that, I don't know why, but the movie Road Warrior popped in my head. The one where all the kids are out in the desert and they're in the now and remember what is that considered sci-fi? Would you consider that movie? That's not sci-fi. What genre is that? Where they're
might be.
You know what I mean? You know the movie I'm talking about.
What was happening?
The one, okay, the Road Warrior, the one where he goes, the one, is that the Tina Turner one?
Yeah.
Where he goes to the Thunderdome and then he ends up in the desert and he finds the kid, all the kids are living out there like rogue. Please tell me you've seen, both of you guys, I know for a fact, have seen Road Warrior.
And it is a sci-fi.
No, I've never seen it either.
Yeah, it sounds like it's sci-fi, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
I've never seen that one.
Mad Max 2?
Well, I know you're lying, Gala the Kid, but the General, you're telling me.
You're just
No,
going to straight say he's lying. That's bold.
And the General, hold on, I'm going to come back to you, Gala the Kid.
Yeah.
The General, are you telling me that you've never seen the Road Warrior, the one, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
Is that Mad Max?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, so.
I have seen Mad Max movies in the past, but but which one is this one though? Is this a newer one?
No, it's like the Road Warrior, the famous one, the Road Warrior, the Mad Max one. Okay, hold on.
There's Beyond Thunderdome.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
Wow. There's the Road Warrior.
Okay, so it's a little confusing. The titles are called like Mad Max 2, which is called the Road Warrior. But what's the actual title of the one?
I think you're talking about Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah, it's called Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah,
Mad Max
what
Beyond Thunderdome. Yes. So you're telling me that there's people on this planet that have never seen Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
What number is it? Because I think I've seen number 1 or 2. So
that's 1985. It's the one.
I've seen the original Mad Max. Is that the one Beyond Thunderdome?
No, there's the old original one. There's like
Mad Max,
and then there's like Mad Max 2, the Road Warrior, and then I think this is actually the third one. Is the one? It is still 1984.
Yes,
we're talking old school.
Mad Max. Then there's Road Warrior. Then there's Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah, and you guys are telling me you haven't seen like Mad
I haven't
Max.
seen the third one.
Okay, this is an issue. We got to fix this. We've got.
We should have movie night.
I don't know. It's just. You know what? I didn't find it imaginative. You know, like I don't know. Like again, like I said, it has to really like push the limits of imagination. Not like some post-apocalyptic, like everyone's going to going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, that one isn't good.
Every man for himself.
The one with the kids is not good.
Okay, yeah, it's weird. It's like I like that one though. It's probably one of my favorites, but that's weird.
I don't know. I just feel like you get a bunch of guys coming together trying to kill each other to survive. It's like been there, done that. You know, it's like it's not engaging my imagination at all.
Yeah, been there, done that like 10 times. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and you remember it's
like every other zombie movie. It's like again, really guys,
the same thing.
Zombies.
Master Blaster. You guys don't.
It's
you guys
not
know
engaging his
Master Blaster. You got the big guy with the little guy, and it's fighting. And you guys haven't seen this. It's killing me.
They've said they haven't seen it.
What? All right. So
I've watched Waterworld.
Okay.
Oh God, that was so bad.
That's bad. So I think
I like that one.
You did.
Okay, we have someone else who's joined us. Buddha.
Hey.
Gala NODE. How do you say that? Gala NODE? Hey, anyway,
I can't see it.
You're welcome to unmute and say hello and tell me you've seen Road Warrior. You've seen Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
I think Waterworld was one of the first movies that we saw together in the theater.
Yeah, it was. That was like a famously bad movie. Like Waterworld's like one of the. So you guys seriously go watch. First watch Step Brothers, and then you have to watch the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. It's a good movie.
It's not a good movie.
It is. Stop it. It is great.
It isn't.
I'll watch it.
Please
good.
Watch
you can let us know whether you think it's good or not.
It's a good movie. Relief, you've just joined the party. You're welcome to join in the lobby. And there, Buddha's unmuted. Hello, Buddha. Please tell me you've seen Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's probably been 15 years or so. I saw it when it came out.
Okay, good. All right.
And didn't care to see it again.
It's a good movie. Stop it. Okay. So 1985 is when it came out. So you must be close to our age as well, because I'm trying to do the math.
Okay, that's in 94.
Oh, 1985? Yeah, that's probably why I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Before I was born.
I didn't see it then either.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, okay, what else? I was just wondering if that is like, and then I'm shocked to find out that people haven't seen that movie. I thought, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's, my age demographic or whatever. There's certain movies that like, it seems like everyone's seen, like E.T. and.
Well, speaking of movies that really stood out for me, I remember when I saw Independence Day, the first one. Forget about the rest; they don't exist to me. But the first, the first one that came out, I thought was so cool. I actually went out the first time in my life. I actually bought the DVD of a movie.
Oh wow!
And I watched it a few times. I actually enjoyed it. And it's again, I was very engaged. I don't know. I just really liked it. But since then, I did watch another movie, which I always found extremely fascinating, and I enjoy watching it multiple times. It's called The Time Machine.
Okay, yeah.
And it to me, it's like it's just the way the whole thing goes, and he's in the past and he's in the future, and everything that happens. It's just so like mind-boggling and engaging, like imaginative. It's very like
So there was several of the. I just saw the one from 1960 was just on TV. But are you talking about the one from I think it's 2002? No, the one I just saw was from 2002.
The one in 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah.
The time. Yeah. It's called The Time Machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean I find it's just like really like his trip to the past to the future and all the things he engages, and you see how the things happen to the Earth and destruction of the moon, even like it's just crazy stuff that happens, right?
Well, that's from an H.G. Wells book, though.
Yeah, and then how how humans evolved in the future, and what happens in the future, and this ability trying to change the past, and it's just crazy. Like I just love the mind engaging, like just I just found it great. I just liked it. Yeah,
it's an underrated movie.
Please don't say Beyond Thunderdome.
Beyond Thunderdome. Have you guys seen? No, I'm kidding.
She knows you too well.
No, listen. The very first Planet of the Apes movie. I'm not. Why are you about to spit your water out, Tamara? Why do you do that? You almost spit water out all over your laptop.
That's not a good movie.
Bullshit. It's a good movie, and you know why? And I don't want to tell people why, because I don't want to spoil it, because everyone's going to rush out and see it.
Oh, yeah.
But, okay, let me ask the room. General Fault, have you seen the original Planet of the Apes, yes or no? And you're not allowed to say no. Okay, you said yes?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay,
I'm
good.
surprised that nobody did. Oh, yeah, I mean, talking about things that are mind-engaging and really imaginative, of course, that's right up my alley. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, I see why you don't.
And I seen the other ones. I think there was like a second and a third one too, right?
I see.
They've also remade it with what, Marky Mark or something, but that was
that was actually okay. But I see why you don't like Road Warrior movies Beyond Thunderdome, because they are not very intelligent. They are very much just for.
Oh yeah, it's just kids in the living room just bagging pots and pans. Making a racket, I can go to the local kindergarten and just volunteer to help out when I hear that stuff.
It's very insulting that you say that. How dare you?
I was gonna say you could actually probably get more from the kindergartners than from watching that.
I'm serious though. I like it, and I think it's a good movie. Now you're not gonna get anything out of it other than it just looks cool. All right, Gala the Kid, please tell me. And you're not allowed.
If they had Road Warriors in space,
that's
Space Road Warriors.
Oh, that's called. There was a movie
on the other side of the moon.
There was a parody movie like that, where it was a cross between Road Warrior and Star Wars, and it was a really low budget.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's
got the space herpes. You guys know what I'm talking about? What was the name of that movie?
Yeah.
Space herpes sounds like a general disease. STD. Yeah.
Space herpes movie.
Space herpes.
Ice Pirates. Ice Pirates.
New STD.
Ice Pirates. That's a funny movie.
Ice Pirates.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think did I see it?
It's it's basically a cross between Road Warrior and Star Wars kind of, and it's like a parody. Is that the right word? Parody? I don't know why that didn't sound right to me. Parody, but anyway. Gala the Kid, have you seen the very first Planet of the Apes? Yes or no?
No.
God damn it. We'll come back to you.
When is
Buddha.
that one coming out? When is that one
Oh,
coming
that's
out?
like the 70s.
It's the 70s.
Fucking old.
Nah.
Okay.
I couldn't watch it. Man.
Okay. All right.
1974.
Very disappointed. Buddha,
Yeah.
have you seen The Planet of the Apes? The
Yeah,
first one?
I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love the soundtrack.
Yeah. So, good
I
movie.
didn't realize there was
Oh,
a
wait,
soundtrack.
maybe it's not
I
70s.
guess it was.
Maybe it's
Planet,
80s.
Planet of the Apes was 80s?
I don't know. There's
It
so
seems
many.
old.
I know.
Um,
There's one that's 1968.
should I give you guys the spoiler or should I not spoil it for people that might? 1972 was the first. 1971
I'm saying
Escape.
1968.
I have
Confused.
1968.
Me too.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, no, it goes to the 60s. So.
Whoa. Okay. So that is old.
Yeah, it's really old.
1968.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
With what Charlton? How do you say his name? Charlton Heston.
Yeah. 1968.
Yeah, this is the one I remember seeing. Yeah.
This is a good movie. It really
That
is.
is the only one to watch if you're going to watch it.
And then they made
Yeah.
like four more. They made like four more, like in
my,
the 70s.
my favorite scene is when he when he sees what do you call it, the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And he starts kneeling down,
Dude.
and then he shouts and he goes like, "Damn you!
Dude,
damn
yes.
you all to hell!"
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
That's the spoiler.
I didn't know if I wanted to spoil it, but the whole thing, they
Screw it. You
think,
should have watched it by now. If you
yeah,
haven't. It's your problem.
the whole thing, they didn't really. They thought they landed on another planet, but meanwhile, basically they're still on
Yeah.
Earth, and they realized that apes have taken over. Punjab, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hello?
Punjab, I want to ask you some questions. We got to get this out of the way. Have you ever seen the Road Warrior, Beyond Thunderdome, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and Planet of the Apes? Hello, Punjab. Punjab.
Yeah, like what?
Getting his mic ready.
Oh,
Maybe.
you're like maybe.
But yeah, so I think it's there's just some good old classic sci-fi movies. And
Which is the good one?
oh, he says he's working on sound. No worries.
I really enjoyed the Interstellar one, the more recent one that they had with what's his name? Yeah, when they went through a black hole. Sorry, was it a wormhole? Wormhole, I think it was. And then he went, I think, to try to find a new home for their planet Earth or something like that. Is it Interstellar? I think it was Interstellar.
I think.
Oh yeah, that's I think so too.
Chris says Stargate is awesome. Chris, you're welcome to pop in and say hello if you want to join us. Guys, I hate to say this, but you know what? It's 3 minutes until we have to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Already? Wow.
yeah, no, well, I could actually just turn it on here,
Yeah.
but we're supposed to go watch the Bootsy Collins is doing a live thing on Instagram at 8.
Oh, nice.
But
Okay.
let me just
Yeah, no problem, man. I mean, we can always do this again. Absolutely. It's been a blast.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime. The General. We've got like so much more to talk about. We just started to get into the whole like sci-fi spiel. But yeah.
By the way, you can just call me the General, or my real name is James, so I don't mind people knowing, so it's fine.
I like the General. It just sounds good.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Yeah.
you're supposed to go.
All right, guys. I did say we were going to be there, so I do want to. We are people of our word, so I do want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Buddha, Crypto Euclid. That's me and Tamra. Cyber Manning just popped in, but didn't get to say hello. Gala the Kid and
Hey,
General.
Cyber.
Hello.
Yeah, he's actually he's a moderator on our site.
Oh, cool.
just pop in.
Hey,
Oh,
Cyber. All right.
I hear kids.
Yeah, I hear. All right,
They're
listen-
probably doing a pillow fort.
Yep. Listen, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna do this again here in about a week, and maybe we'll pick up from here. And you're obviously welcome back, the General. And maybe
Awesome.
we'll do it again here in the lobby in the last part, so we can chat with everyone. But anyway, thanks everyone for listening to the Gravy Gang Guild secret meeting.
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say I think Titus is gonna join us on the next.
Okay.
one.
Titus
Also,
is going to join us on the next one. Okay.
also, I mean
Awesome.
that's not
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Hopefully. Fingers
All right.
crossed.
Okay, guys. Before we go, I just want to say thank you, everyone. And yeah, this has been another episode of the Gravy Gang Guild secret meeting. And here's some
Take care,
music.
guys.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks.
General.
It was good talking to you.
Bye, Gala,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
kid.
You too.
Nice to talk to you.
Have a wonderful day, guys.
You too.
You guys,
Yeah.
Bye.
All
hey,
right.
what's cancer?
All right.
What?
I don't know. Bye, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Bye.